If you're skinny fat, then going on to a bulk to add size is one of the worst things you can do. And I don't say that as a clickbait title or to try and be controversial. I'm just saying it because it's the truth. If you have body fat on your body that you dislike, but you're still skinny and you're thinking that adding muscle is going to fix the issue, getting bigger, going on to a bulk is going to be what you need, then you're probably going to be very disappointed and extremely frustrated. If you're eating extra calories and extra food to gain muscle and you've already got body fat in your body, that body fat is going to increase alongside it. So you're not actually going to see the muscle that you're gaining. It's going to be under a layer of fat that is going to slowly grow over the muscle. And to be honest with you, just because you're eating loads of calories and lifting weights in the gym, it doesn't necessarily mean you're actually stimulating and actually growing it and gaining muscle, which means you could just be gaining body fat and making yourself a bigger version of skinny fat, which means by the end of it, you're going to be disappointed. You're still going to feel skinny and small, and you've now got even more body fat you need to cut and get rid of. And if your default is skinny and you're already lacking a decent amount of muscle tissue and you go onto a cut, you're far more likely to lose more muscle, you'll lose some fat, but it's a longer journey. And to really get that body fat down from that point, you now have to cut for a lot longer, which means you might lose more muscle as well. So I always advise for people not to do a bulk first. I used to think it was the best way to go about it. I used to think eat big to get big. And when I did this in the past, I ended up just gaining more fat than muscle, and I'd end up losing more muscle on the cuts than I did with fat. So a bulk is certainly not the way to go. You might be thinking, well, if I go on a cut, I'm going to end up getting smaller. And yes, if you do a traditional cut where you just drop the calories down, you do loads of cardio, you say no to all the bad foods, you say no to carbs, sure, you're going to get smaller and skinnier and flatter. So you're kind of in this predicament where if you bulk, you're damned, and if you cut, you're damned. So you're frustrated. So you're going to see all these people on the internet telling you, do this, do that. They might not be skinny fat. They might not be starting the same way as you. And quite frankly, a lot of guys giving advice have fantastic genetics. So anything they do is going to work to a degree, and it won't work for you especially. So what do we do to fix this? How do we do it? What's the different method? Cutting straight to the point. Instead of doing a cut and a bulk, I would prompt you to do a recomposition, which is similar to a cut. It's not exactly the same. A cut is quite often a big calorie deficit, cardio, etc. That's what most people do. Well, I'm trying to cut weight, I'm going to do cardio, I'm going to do the gym classes, I'm going to have no carbs, etc. That will make you feel smaller, skinnier, and you will lose muscle tissue if you're not pairing that with some form of strength training. But a recomposition, you're going to focus on a small calorie deficit. So you're still in a deficit, you're still going to lose body fat. You can't lose body fat without it, but it's not a massive one. And you're not doing loads of cardio and completely burning away into lean muscle tissue. What you're going to do instead is have a small calorie deficit and pair that with getting stronger in the gym. It's really common sense, really. If you're getting stronger in the gym, you're adding reps to your bench press, you're adding reps to your squats, you're increasing your bicep curls, you're adding weight to most of your lifts, you're adding reps to most of your lifts. And you're pairing that with a small calorie deficit just below your maintenance, 300 calories, 500 calories below what your body burns on an average basis. And pairing that with high protein, you'll lose body fat very effectively. You'll have more energy, more strength, retention, and performance in the gym, but you will also potentially gain muscle, especially if you're skinny fat, because your body should hyper respond. I've had several people do this. I'll put up on the screen some examples of this. These are straight up recompositions where they've lost body fat and gained muscle by doing so. The key thing here is getting those numbers right. And just to make sure this actually helps you, there is a free nutritional blueprint to work out your numbers specifically with the macros, the right deficit, and when to make adjustments. That is the most important thing. Do a recomposition by getting stronger and having smaller calorie deficits with high protein and not doing a bunch of cardio. Eventually your body will get used to that, because the body adapts, right? That's why it gets stronger, because it will adapt to your training, but eventually your body will get used to being in a deficit and used to the training, so you'll hit a plateau, which is where most men fall off, because it gets boring and tedious and you lose motivation and focus. So this is quite a difficult point, but you want to push past that, slowly lower the calories gradually. If you do hit a plateau, that's when you might want to add in like a step target instead of just doing loads of running. That way you're just increasing the calories spent, but still prioritizing the retention of your strength performance, which will retain muscle. That will get you lean. That might even gain you some muscle, like my clients here. Like this is Reese, full on recomp, managed to lose body fat and gain muscle. That was all he needed. He didn't even need the bulk, to be honest, right? Some guys will need the bulk. My client David, he did a recomposition to get lean. We reverse dieted, and then we did what I would call really boring, a lean bulk, right? And before you say, oh, it's clickbait, mate, you said don't do a bulk. People, when they do bulks, they just eat loads of food. They just go, right, I'm bulking. Give me a pizza, give me a Papa John's, give me a bowl of ramen, let me have a Snickers. Everyone just eats loads of crap. They go to the gym, get a little pump, and they feel good. And it feels good, right? I've done several dirty bulks in the past. I've done several clean bulks where you eat chicken, broccoli, and rice until you get into a surplus. The surplus was too big. I ended up gaining more fat because I was rushing to get the scales up. I was rushing to feel big. And I ended up getting fat. And then when I did a cut, I ended up losing the muscle. So I ended up literally skinny fat because of bulks and cuts. So what I did with David is we got him lean with a recomp. We reverse dieted, which is where you build your calories back up to maintenance and allow your body to metabolically reset and adjust. And then we put him to a small surplus. Again, about 300 calories, 500 calories above his maintenance. And then in the gym, instead of focusing predominantly on strength, we focus on adding reps, time under tension, improving form, and progressively overloading in different metrics gradually over time. That way he was able to gain lean quality muscle without having to get fat in the process. So he was able to lose body fat, reverse diet, and add a bunch of lean muscle tissue. And the best thing is, if you do it lean on the way up, you can bulk for longer. And then by the end of it, if you feel a bit fluffy or you just want to get a little bit more ab definition, go straight back to the recomp. But this time, because you've added a lot of lean quality mass, it will be easier to lose that body fat because you've increased your demand for calories. Hopefully that's simple. I wanted to try and cut through the noise. If you're skinny fat and you're jumping from cuts and bulks and you don't know where to start or what to do, this is the frustration that I faced for about 6 years. It's why I got stuck for so long. All the fitness advice did not help me. I got fed up with it, and 9 times out of 10, people are giving the advice and they're like on steroids, and you're like, oh, well, so their advice is kind of irrelevant because they look that way because of what they're taking, not what they're doing. So the advice isn't really going to help you. So I hope this video really, really helps. If you need to know a little bit more about what you should eat to fix skinny fat, you can watch this video over here. If you are skinny fat, like and subscribe, comment apple for the algorithm or banana for bodies, I don't know. And if you want my one-to-one help like my clients have had, there is a link to book a call with me down below to see if I can help you out. And I'm gonna eat this banana now, which you've probably been waiting for the whole time. Have a great day. I dropped it. What a waste.